Deere planter from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Plant for success with the industry's latest technology. Upgrade to an ExactEmerge high-speed planter to cover more acres, increasing flexibility and productivity. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location to order your new John Deere planter and experience the Landmark difference.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Summertime is here. Now through May 26th, enjoy USDA Choice Whole Beef Brisket for $3.99 per pound, all-natural bone-in pork shoulder for $1.88 per pound, 8-ounce USDA Choice New York strip steaks for $6.99 each, and Frito-Lay party-size chips for $3.88 as a congrats to all 2024 graduates. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockwood Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
RC's Boxing Production is proud to present the new prospects at the Complex. Come enjoy a show of Lincoln's best professional and amateur boxers on Saturday, May 25th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com. You won't want to miss this event. It's the new prospects at the Complex on Saturday, May 25th at 1555 Yolanda Avenue, right off of Cornhusker Highway. The Cowboy Mounted Shooting Association National Championship is in Lincoln at the Sand Hills Global Center this Thursday through Sunday. Come see cowboys and cowgirls go for the national championships riding fast horses and shooting pistols. The event is free to the public, so come on out and watch the cowboys and cowgirls May 23rd through the 25th, with the showcase event starting at 7 o'clock Thursday evening and Friday evening at the Sand Hills Global Center at 84th and Havelock.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global.
Second. Now we should be good. Can you hear us, AG?
There you go. I was like, wait a minute. It's not.
Yeah, we're talking a lot, but there's no sound coming out. I had to unmute something else, so probably nobody could hear.
Got it.
Us on the stream. So I apologize. As we said, Raff's in the air, gone his way to Cabo. He's down under 3 bills. He's 297 now. He posted a picture of it, so we can talk about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. There you go, Raffy. He posted a picture of his toes on the scale.
Stephanie Taylor goes, now time for a pedicure.
Oh, facts.
For real.
AG, how often do you get pedicures, man?
Man, probably once every 2 years.
Yeah.
I do not think about it at all.
Dude, I don't either until I got, a toenail that looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex coming out of my sock, man.
Yeah. My kids jack me up about, or they talk bad about me and my feet. That's probably the only thing they could probably talk about and get away with it. So.
How often do you guys get ingrown toenails?
Ooh,
not ones that have to be like medically removed, but ones that you can remove on your own. Because I take care of mine on my own.
How often do you do that, AG? How often do you get them?
I do a good job of clipping nails. You know how when you want to hear a crazy funny story? One day, with my freshman, I was on campus. I'm not sure if it was maybe sophomore or freshman year, but I walked past Grant Lindstrom's locker, and I look at his fingernails and his toenails. They all pointed. I'm like, I said, why you clip your nails like that where they have points? He said it helps for ingrown toenails. If you cut the edges off, and your fingernails kind of look, like Freddy a little bit, they're sticking out. They got points on the edges. I'm like, that helps, really? He's like, yeah, man. I was like, I don't know how he figured that out or who taught him that or showed him that. I didn't want to go into conversation because he was a defensive player, and I was like, I don't want to even hear that answer.
You had no idea what was coming out.
Exactly. Didn't know, no idea what was going to come out of his mouth after that. I just like, thanks, Grant. Okay, I'm gonna try that out, and I've been doing it ever since then. So that's how I kept from getting ingrown toenails.
AG, I just saw Grant last week, the golf course at Hillcrest, man, and it was good to see the little bro, man. He's going to be up here a lot more often because his daughter.
I was gonna say his daughter's on campus now, right?
Yeah, so it was good to see him. We're definitely gonna get him on the show, man. He said, man, anytime. So it was good to see Grant. I hadn't seen Grant in a while. It's been a while since I'd seen G-Dub. What about you? Nick, do you cut your ingrown tails out?
No, I just dig them out on my own. Like I don't know. I don't get them like every day, but I mean, it feels like it's happening often, and it's like, well, I gotta just dig out another one real quick. So I gotta go to surgery on my toe, and it just gotta get it shaping the other way.
You just gotta make sure you don't clip it where it's at the edge of your toenail bed, basically. Something like that.
Well, see, I don't know. There's probably doctors and surgeons out there listening and are just cursing me right now. I don't know. I take it out at the root. Just get all the way down there and just take it out. Just snap it, right? Just cut it right there.
Yeah, just it's a surgery out there
Yeah.
where you could just get all that just taken away, where you don't have to deal with it no more in life. You just get your toenail removed.
Yeah, I'm not to that point yet. I'm not to that. It's not that serious of an issue
You
yet.
guys, on off the air, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take on our tech group thread, my right toe, a TV fell on my right big toe when I was probably about 10, 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the ugliest toe. I mean, it looks like something from Dumb and Dumber.
I got the biggest.
We play football, AD, and Nick, and you play a little baseball too, or football.
Yeah.
We got nasty feet.
Oh, my feet are jacked up, dog. I mean, they look like a set of, those monkey wrenches or those Allen wrenches.
Yeah. I know exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I know exactly what you're saying. I got a cousin who came to Nebraska my junior year. He was a freshman from LA, and he played defensive back. He was a corner. And all his toes look like they made a hard right turn, and I'm like, bro, not here. Arion. You didn't meet Arion. It was Arion Turner.
Oh man!
And it looked like on his left foot looked like all his toes made a hard left, and on his right foot looked like all his toes made a hard right. And I'm like, that had to be from playing DB your whole life. He's like, I don't know.
Yep, because
I don't know, but it is.
It is, man. Bad. Dave from Renew, good morning. He goes, I got Raff by 43 pounds. As of right now, you do, David. He's back in the gym.
Working at it.
He's taking care of his business. And I'm proud of you, brother. And he says, just go to pedigree every 2 weeks. It's relaxing. You know what, you guys, I'm going to tell you this. It is very relaxing.
I've never had one.
Okay, AG knows it's relaxing.
Yeah.
AG, so it is because, the one, I can't say the name. I can't even think of the name. It's all 56 in Pine Lake, whatever.
No free shout outs.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's like. They know who they are. Right, they know who they are. They want that shout out, send that check.
Yeah,
I never like that.
Send that bread.
Yeah, send that bread. Nick and AG, and Nick, I sat down with my wife. In fact, I'm going to get another one done here soon.
Okay.
Man, it is so relaxing. The lady see my that toe. She go, oh. She go, we're going to need heavyweight drill for this.
Oh, man.
Oh,
yeah, when the manicurist says that, then it's got to get real.
That looked like it hurt. That looked like it hurt. So we take care of that. She did, man.
I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about the whole file at the toes.
Go get it done with Kyla.
Okay, fine.
It is relaxing. In fact,
is Kyla going to pick up the tab too? Because dang that.
I love it.
I'll go spend the quality time. She can just pick up the check.
Unknown texter 7453 says, I used to get ingrown toenails when I was in the Navy. They removed both my big my big toenails.
Yeah,
it was the worst.
That's the easiest way. That's the easiest way, man.
It's like you said. It said it was the worst, and it doesn't permanently fix the problem. Still get them from time to time.
Without a toenail?
Unknown texter 7453. I'm praying for you. Goodness gracious, both toenails.
Dog. Yeah, that hurts, man. That hurts. Whoa! There's a place. There's a nail salon that just got a liquor license.
Well, the one
take it to another level.
The one on 56 does too. They'll serve you champagne.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have it up there as well.
We got scissors and scotch.
Scissors and scotch. My boy Austin. Yeah. Austin's available.
We will say their name.
We will. Yes. We're going to be out there on June 6th. We're going to be heading out to June 6th on June 6th for their grand opening over there. So,
before we go, I like this. James Lincoln says, we're talking about conversations on flights or not. And AG and Nick, I'd like to get your input on this too.
Okay.
James and Lincoln says, the way that I look at the conversation on flights is that I let them try to happen organically. If it happens, great. If not, I find more often than not when I get into a conversation on an airplane, it's actually about something really meaningful. James, you're spot on, man. I mean, like I told you that conversation I had with that elderly jet lady a few years back. I mean, it was organic. It was one of those that she ended up really touching my soul, man. She was inspiring. AG, let me ask you, when you're on flights, do you like to talk or do you like to say, I want this time off?
No, yeah, I'm open to conversation. It happens. Like you said, it either happens or it don't. So majority of times don't. A few times I do remember a conversation years ago. I was playing. I think I just got in the league. So it was like 99, 2000, somewhere in there. I was flying back to Lincoln for something. And it was like one of these, it was almost something for me. I watch a lot of movies. Y'all know this. It was like a scene out of a movie. Like, have you ever seen a cowboy cry? I had this conversation with a guy. He was a cowboy, had a hat on and boots and everything. And he started I can't remember the topic of our conversation. I just remember he started crying.
Oh, snap.
And I'm like, man.
Whoa. Was he having some cocktails?
No, he had nothing to drink, and we just talking about life. And then by the end of the conversation, he just started crying. I was just like, I just kind of let him be. You know, I was like, wow, I've never seen a cowboy cry on an airplane. I was like, this is interesting. I'm like, facts. I want to know stats on this.
You want to know stats on this?
I was like, I want to ask everybody, how many times have you seen a cowboy cry?
I can't
on an airplane or just in general.
I
Real cowboy. I saw a real cowboy cry.
I think I would cry if and I actually had this a couple of weeks ago when I flew. The person next to me was wearing cowboy boots. And I don't know how you do a plane ride with cowboy boots.
Yeah, walking in across those terminals. Yeah,
Hey,
they'll definitely make a cowboy cry.
With those starched jeans, that are have the crease in them at the top. I don't know how that's.
If you committed to the boots, the jeans, everything is verbatim.
Yeah, that belt buckle can't be comfortable when you sit down.
You know, when you're used to it, though, man, you probably just not think about it anymore.
That's what they're comfortable in.
Yeah, man. That's
facts.
Yeah, honestly, that's what they're comfortable in.
Yeah,
and they're probably on the whole like, don't want to get the legs sunburnt because then when I do got to wear jeans, it rubs against the sunburn.
Yes.
I wonder if it's an omen or something, like a good omen. I don't know. It has to be something in wives' tales. Hey, you see a cowboy cry, then this is going to happen to you. Nothing had bad. I'll say if I remember that weekend visiting home, nothing had bad happened to me that weekend. I'll say that. Maybe it's
maybe it's just a cowboy crying.
True. Maybe
I've only seen the movies before. I've never seen it real. I've only seen the movies, man, with a cowboy crying.
Exactly. You only see it on the big screen or on the little screen if it's one of those cowboy shows that we don't have anymore.
Well, I started thinking that movie, The Other Guys, where Will Ferrell said that pimps don't cry.
I did not see that coming.
Remember Ava Mendes started?
Yes, I remember that show. I remember that movie with Mark Wahlberg. Will Ferrell's married to Eva Mendes, and they're making a tomfoolery of police departments and FBI. Yes, I know the movie, and yes, that whole movie is hilarious.
Yeah, man.
If you need a laugh, watch that.
Nick, I've watched that probably literally over 50, 60 times on airplanes. It's just right on cue. Because and you know what, AG, I call it dumb TV or dumb movies, to where I can still do some other things and not pay attention to it because I've seen it so many times. You can multitask.
I got my movies too. My movies are Aliens, Ghostbusters, Boys in the Hood, Friday. I could just throw them on and get work done.
Tom Massey texted in. What's up, Tom? He goes, riveting content. Up next, nose hairs.
Hey,
this is what you get on the drive, man.
This is what it is.
Hey, y'all waking up. We trying to wake y'all up. Yeah, interesting conversation. We will get y'all woke.
The thing about it, I can see Massey's face right now. I said, "Oh, riveting content, AD."
Hey, you must be working real hard, Tom, if you're able to text in like this. So
things must be going busy at Nailnet right now.
Yep. Yeah, you must be hard at work.
Hey, Tom, I'm gonna give a shout out to Tom though and Carrie.
Oh, you don't have to.
Yes, because you don't have to. Tom, I was gonna say the spilled paint, and you're free to text in, Tom, to tell me more. But you tell Carrie that you the way that you handled that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna blast it on the air, but the spilled paint was absolutely epic. That's all I'm gonna say with that. Speaking of spilled paint, I tell you what, there was a lot of spilled opportunities that that Minnesota had yesterday, man. A lot of things. They just spilled their drinks all over themselves. Nick is like, okay.
I'm going to be honest. I was curious where you were going to go with that.
Look at this. Rico's going to, how you going to segue with this? AG's and Houston going, okay,
where you going with this, bro?
It wasn't too bad.
A lot of spilled drinks. A lot of spilled opportunities that Ant-Man had yesterday. Because I'm going to tell you right now,
good attempt.
We're going to say splashing because my man Kyrie was splashing jumpers from all over the place yesterday. Folks, we come back. We got a full show for you. We got AG holding it down in Houston. Raff is digging here in Cuba or Cabo or somewhere, probably spilling drinks on the airplane. There's that word again.
There it is. That's a smooth one. There we go.
We got Nick holding it down here in the studio. We'll be right
back. Hot mess.
Join us this Friday, May 24th for Old School, live from 4 to 6 p.m. for the brand new rooftop at Beer House at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. We're helping unveil their new 40 Torches beer in honor of the 40th year of the Cornhusker State Games. Don't miss it. Old School, this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Beer House.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Tito's on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry.
This deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
The Cowboy Mounted Shooting Association National Championship is in Lincoln at the Sandhills Global Center this Thursday through Sunday. Come see cowboys and cowgirls go for the national championships riding fast horses and shooting pistols. The event is free to the public, so come on out and watch the cowboys and cowgirls May 23rd through the 25th, with the showcase event starting at 7 o'clock Thursday evening and Friday evening at the Sandhills Global Center at 84th and Haviland.
There are over 1,000 kids in Cedars care today. We're here to ensure that each of them receives safety and stability they deserve. But we need your help. A gift to Cedars will make an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, your gift goes even further with the available matching funds. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincolnday.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln kids today.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road. Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Whether you like fishing together or fishing to get away, for the thrill of reeling in a big one, or just going out to have a good time on the banks of your local pond, at a bend in a river, or on one of our many lakes and reservoirs, you'll always find the perfect place to cast a line. Here, beneath Nebraska skies. Start planning your next fishing adventure today at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back on this Thursday here at the capital city. We got Ahman Green holding it down in H-Town. Nick holding down the ones and twos. AG, what's the power situation like? I know that hasn't impacted your area, thank God, but I know is it north of you where they got all that power out?
Yes. Yeah. So we're about 30 minutes southwest of downtown Houston in the Woodlands.
Mm-hmm.
Everything up north is where power's been out. I didn't know if it's still out now. I
have no idea.
I know it was out last weekend and late last week. So about like last Thursday and last Friday, everything that's went out of power those days then.
AG, I was looking at the power grids. This was a Monday night, I believe. And I could be wrong. I'm almost sure it was Monday night. Because the only news I really watch, I don't watch it in the morning. I mean, any updates, I just get on my phone. I don't like starting my day off listening to negative stuff right away.
Yeah, exactly.
But at 5:30 news, 5:30 news, I'll check out. But man, the number of lines and grids that were down, AG, it looked like seriously like it was a toy sets that ran through that northern part of Houston. And they were mentioning it'll be. I'd be shocked if they were up if they had power in parts of you north of you, because the grids were. I mean, they were tossed around like play sets almost, bro.
Yeah, I was here back in 2008 during Hurricane Ike, and that took. I think we lost power in Sugar Land for about 2.5 weeks, and so I had to get a generator to help.
That's right.
Keep the house going. I think I mentioned that story before.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of the city, it took. Probably the whole city, because Hurricane Ike leveled Houston, like from downtown Woodlands all the way down to Sugar Land, Richmond area where we're at now. And it probably took a month, maybe 2 months for the city to get right after that hit in like August of 2008. Between August, it was early season because we had just started the season, and then we had an extra bye week. We had our regular bye week, and then we had another one because of the hurricane.
Well, AJ, I tell you what, 2 weeks would be a miracle for the people in Greenfield, Iowa. Greenfield, Iowa, I'm sure a lot of our listeners know, but our thoughts and prayers go out to them, because in Greenfield, Iowa, which is right not too far from Crescent, Iowa, it's just about, I don't know the exact distance, but I know it's west of Des Moines and south a little bit. And that town actually was just absolutely decimated, man. I mean, just destroyed. In a very small town to begin with, not a very big town. But seeing the flyover and the drone footage, man, it's just gut wrenching, and it reminds you a lot. I don't know which was worse, the one in Omaha and that area, or this one, but they're both were bad. They were looking at the flyover pictures. When you get a chance, AG, look up Greenfield, Iowa, tornado damage, and it's bad. So our thoughts and prayers go out to the folks there, the families, etc. Things were just destroyed, absolutely destroyed. Lives were lost, the casualties. So our thoughts and prayers go out to the people and the first responders and all the folks that are helping to get that city back. So it's going to be some time.
Well, and it's not going to get any better. You got stuff coming tonight.
Again,
another round.
Oh,
planning to hit Lincoln tonight. Just saw a tweet on social media about Very strong line of storms developing between 5 and 6 p.m. tonight. And it's going to be racing towards southeast Nebraska, which is obviously us, obviously. Damaging winds up to 85 miles per hour, tornadoes, large hail, all of it's possible. Damaging wind will be the biggest threat. So there you have it.
Be
so
safe out there, folks.
For sure. It looks like it'll stay away for like the afternoon and evening, but then about midnight is when, and 1 a.m. is when,
which is scary.
Grand Island, Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha is when everybody can expect something.
So be safe out there, folks.
So.
Well, last night, the Husker baseball team, they took care of business. They end up taking care of Purdue last night in a game. Obviously, if they don't win, they're done for the tournament as far as that goes. They ended up winning that game last night, took care of business. You guys, Brett Sears, what do you say? That's why he was the Big Ten Pitcher of the Year, man. The dude was out there just throwing. I mean, Nick, you and AG being baseball enthusiasts know a lot more about the game than I do when you get to the intricacies of it. But Brett Sears threw a heck of a game last night. In fact, I even texted Nick last night. I think it was the top of the fifth, Nick, maybe?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I believe it was
top
the fifth.
Of the fifth. And I asked Nick, I said, do you pull him right now? You got a 5-2 lead. Nick says 2 more runs. And pretty much what you said is pretty much what happened when they brought in Christo. They both combined for a 2-toss, 2-hitter. Retired 19 of the last 20 Boilermakers in Nebraska's 6-2 win over Purdue. They're at Schwab. They scored 6 runs on 12 hits and an error, while Purdue totaled just 2 runs and 2 hits to end the Boilermakers season on the 7-game losing skid they had.
Well, and such a big part of just postseason success is the ability to hit with 2 outs.
Yeah,
and Nebraska struggled. Nebraska struggled this year, especially the last half of the year, getting hits with runners in scoring position, leaving guys on base. They've struggled immensely in that department. Last night, you saw Case Sanderson had a really nice day.
Yes,
you had Ben Columbus, Ben Columbus came in. You also had Cole Evans,
Josh Overbeek.
Yeah, so you had multiple guys that came up with timely hits, right? And what I want to point out the most, and this is why I kind of got so frustrated,
which was good
in night 1 without Sears, was because, and Will Bolt said it last night, of like, listen, Sears is still coming back on an early day with a day less of rest than he's accustomed to. Well, now he's not going to pitch until next Friday's regional game. But what I wanted to say is that the reason I was so frustrated is because last night was the perfect example of Brett Sears still gave you a quality outing, a high quality outing, without having his best stuff. Brett Sears was not on his top of his level last night. Still shut down Purdue.
Yeah.
And so when I looked at like Ohio State, the reason I was so animated about it was because even a Brett Sears that doesn't pitch his best gives Nebraska a better chance to win than maybe some of their bullpen guys. And that's just being honest and factual. I think when you look at the season, Nebraska has a much better chance to win when Brett Sears or Mason McConaughey, who we expect to start tomorrow afternoon, is out there on the mound over maybe some of their midweek guys.
AG, you noticed the bats. I'm going to ask you this too. The bats got hot, last night for Nebraska. Do you think the guys were kind of took it personal in that they got beat the way they lost, 15-2? I mean, you got run ruled basically, and you didn't get those runs until late innings as far as that goes before you got ruled. Do you think those guys took the onus on yourself because all they were hearing how horrendous what the pitching was, etc.? Because the reality is this: they didn't hit a lot either against Ohio State either. Do you think they took it personally last night?
No, 100%. I mean, when you play and you're out there and you don't get a hit or you go 1 for 2 or 1 for 3, stuff like that, as a player, you just don't feel like you contributed enough. And so when then your next game, you're just eager to get out there to make sure you go 3 for 4, 2 for 3, or anything like that, or bat 1,000 for the day, because then as a team, you're helping the pitching out. You're helping the outfielders and infielders. When you get those runs, that's insurance. So when we get up 3-4 points, which can be a 2-3 touchdown league in terms of football, then the defense just got to show up, not make no errors, and the pitchers got to pitch. And the pitchers have been, showing up in this first series game of the Big Ten tournament for Nebraska. So when you have that going on, it gets motivation I say motivation becomes real easy.
Speaking of the hitting, right? And I want to talk about the at-bat that sparked it all. and it was Gabe Swanson.
Mm-hmm.
Gabe Swanson, who also had a really nice night last night. Now Brett Sears, yesterday was the perfect embodiment of weathering the hits, avoid walks and errors, limit the walks and errors, and you're going to be just fine. The perfect example is Brett Sears gave up a solo shot in the first inning. That's what he did. And Nebraska was fine. Why? Because they didn't commit an error before that. They didn't put guys on base via free pass like they did nights before. It was just a solo shot. You can weather the hits. You can weather the 2-out double in the gap. Those are fine. It's whether or not you have 2 or 3 guys on base when that timely hit comes up, right?
Exactly.
So because that hit didn't score him, you allowed him to score because you put him on base without any resistance. What I want to say, Gabe Swanson had a 12-pitch at bat in the second inning.
It's going to be a hit after that somewhere.
Top of the second inning, Gabe Swanson fouled off, I think, 6 pitches in a row before finally taking ball 4. And
oh, wow.
Things like that, even though they do a couple of things, and AG, obviously, you know this, it's like they not only allow the entire team and Gabe Swanson specifically to see the pitcher.
Yep.
But now he gets to go and say, hey, these are the cues, right? This is how you kind of read him. This is what you see. And these are the pitcher's tells, right? That Nebraska faced a Purdue guy who was 7-1 on the year last night. It wasn't like they were facing a slouch on the mound. So when you looked at that 12 pitch at bat, he ends up drawing a walk on a fastball up out of the zone, gives some energy and shows some life. He gets put on first base. Bang. There's one of those free passes that we talk about. The same way that it can hurt Nebraska, it can also help Nebraska with ABs like that. Then you get back-to-back base hits, and Nebraska ties it up at 1-1. Nebraska then puts up a crooked number in that same top of the second inning, and you're at 4-1. That solo shot doesn't really mean a whole lot.
Right.
And now Brett Steers shows and feels, okay, my offense got me. Let me pick up my offense. Goes out, only allows 2 hits, 2 runs, and Nebraska's fine. Like those are that is true baseball there, to where solo shots. Yes. If a team can hit 8 home runs in a game and beat you 8-5, then
so be it.
Yeah.
So be it. Yeah. There's not much you could do about that.
It's the 2-run home runs, the 3-run home runs, the 2-run doubles that with 2 outs that those guys didn't get on because they beat you. You beat yourself.
Right.
And you allowed free passes via air, via walk. Yep. That's what kills you as a baseball team. That's the difference. Nebraska did that. They allowed those things to happen on Tuesday, excuse me. Last night they didn't.
Right. Yeah. You know, AG, go ahead, brother.
I was going to say, as long as they keep those stats, like Nick just mentioned, to a minimum or to 0, then they have a better shot of obviously winning games, because those are the basics of baseball where okay, we do this, and as we manufacture our own runs, and we don't allow the other team to make those runs happen for them. And so they make them earn them. So if they're going to have your best pitcher out there, make your best pitcher throw his best stuff and see if their hitters hit.
Absolutely.
And then after that, infield, catch the ball, get it to first. Outfield, get the ball in to the relay guy. No errors out there. You keep it like that. You keep it tight as a manager. That's the part of the game where then the players start to get sense of it and understand what they need to do every time they're out in the outfield or playing behind the catch, by catching the pitcher's balls and stuff like that, and making sure they're staying on point.
Brett Sears became the first NU pitcher since 1999. You ought to post a 9-0 record on the mound.
Yeah.
Helped Purdue to just 2 hits and allowed 2 runs, 1 earned, striking out 9 Boilermakers. With those 9 punch outs, fellas, he climbed up to 10th in program history with 96 strikeouts on the season. So Nebraska will take on the loser of the Indiana versus Ohio State game on Friday at 2 p.m. back at Charles Schwab Field there in Omaha. So again, big congrats to the Nebraska baseball team bouncing back in a game. It was a must win if they want to continue playing.
And to this, I mean, to kind of put a bow on this whole thing, Illinois lost. The number 1 seed in the tournament lost, right? So they have an elimination game at 10 a.m. this morning against the Iowa Hawkeyes. And Iowa lost in 10 innings to Michigan on a walk-off walk. They walked in the way.
Suck to lose that way.
So that's the perfect example of what we just talked about, right? In that bottom of the 10th inning. So first of all, in the top of the 10th, Michigan gunned down a guy at the plate. He threw him out at the plate for the 3rd out of the top of the 10th inning. So it was still tied at 5-5 after the top of the 10th. It was Michigan's bottom half of the 10th inning. They get on base via walks. Bases are loaded. They walk in the winning run. You walk away from that if you're Iowa going, they didn't beat us. And that's what makes it more frustrating is because they didn't do anything extraordinary to beat you. You allowed it to happen. And so that's where and those types of plays and situations, similar to it is in the Super Bowl and in postseason play or whatever it is, are so magnified.
Those plays, lack thereof in the second or third innings, fourth innings, those come back and snake bite you.
Every little error, every single thing, mistake, walk, hit by pitch that you don't take, right? Yep. Not putting your body on the line, not getting a sacrifice bunt down and moving a guy over. Those things are magnified because especially when you get to the later part of the Big Ten tournament, but also the regionals next week, we're not going to see a 15-2 game. No. You're going to see much more competitive games that are decided by 1, 2, maybe 3 runs. And in those games especially, it's who limits the walks, who limits the errors, who does the most sacrificial type of things for your team to manufacture runs the old-fashioned way.
Absolutely. Folks, we'll be right back with a quick segment of history. Then we have a guest that has come in, and we got some NBA discussion to talk as well. And then a big game that'll take place here in Nebraska, which I've heard you know what I'm talking about already. But we'll discuss that as well. It's Thursday morning. We got AG and H-Town, me and Nick holding it down here in the studio at the Mothership, 1040 O Street. We'll be right back. It's The Drive.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity. Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans, begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Tito's on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in a Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry,
this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska's always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athlete. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain. Go Big Red.
937 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be breezy too, with napping high around 82. Tonight, showers and storms likely, some which could be severe. See a low around 57. Tomorrow, showers and storms possible in the morning, and mainly sunny and breezy, the high around 72. Drawing Kyle Hunter, 93.7 Ticket, and theticketfm.com.
Now's the time to schedule your air conditioner service check with Bryant. Make sure it's ready to keep you cool and comfortable when you really need it. Call Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating 467-1111.
The Cowboy Mounted Shooting Association National Championship is in Lincoln at the Sandhills Global Center this Thursday through Sunday. Come see cowboys and cowgirls go for the national championships riding fast horses and shooting pistols. The event is free to the public, so come on out and watch the cowboys and cowgirls May 23rd through the 25th with the showcase event starting at 7 o'clock Thursday evening and Friday evening at the Sandhills Global Center at 84th and Haviland. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we got a quick history segment for you. Thanks for hanging on this Thursday. As Nick mentioned before, you're in the rural areas, tighten down the hatches tonight. No idea what that weather is going to look like.
Clean out the cellars.
Yes, clean them out. Get down there. Literally could save your life. So be careful out there, folks. And our thoughts and prayers also go out to the folks in the Wahoo area.
Yeah.
They got hit with so much along in Fremont area. Those were on Fremont Lake, around the Platte River. Thoughts and prayers go out to them as well, because there was a lot of damage from the water that took place out there as well. In history, the PGA Championship 2021, men's golf, Ocean Course, Kiowa Island. That's where I played at, Nick. Kiowa Island, man.
Wow.
He go, wow. Phil Mickelson becomes the oldest winner, and he wins it. The PGA Championship. He won it at 50. That was his sixth major by 2 strokes over Brooks Koepka and Louis Oosthuizen. That's who he beat. And during that time there. And then, as far as in boxing, this is back in the day, man, because I'm always, AG, I'm intrigued by Joe Louis, because he did something in such a time, tumultuous time, as far as the racial divide of our country. In 1941, in his 20th World Heavyweight Boxing title defense, Joe Louis, he knocks out Buddy Bear in round 1 at New York's Madison Square Garden, MSG. And AG, I can't think of the things that he went through during that time, and did it with so much decorum and class, etc. So Joe Louis knocks out Buddy Bear there in 1941 at MSG. AG, what you got for us history, my man?
Oh man, I'm having a tough day here. I got a few things, games here, old school games. Trying to see something that people know about. It's like I'm looking at these titles. I'm like, I don't know about the hardcore gamers. Well, I'll say for one game here on Nintendo Wii 14 years ago. So Nick, you might have been playing this one here. Super Mario Galaxy 2.
No,
came out on the Wii. Yeah, you didn't play that, Nick?
No, my first one was the Super Mario Brothers 2 on the on the Red Wii.
On the red Wii.
On the
A
red
Wii's a Wii. Don't matter the color.
A Wii's
just so
Wii,
you know that.
but it was red. It's a red Wii. It's a red Wii.
Yeah, they were just doing that for marketing. Just get more variety.
And it worked. I got it for Christmas. Red Wii.
Yeah, so Super Mario Galaxy 2. Trying to see what the game. It was the first time a second 3D Mario game has arrived on the same console generation. In the game, Mario rides his trusty dinosaur companion Yoshi to new stars and fantastic worlds found there. This is 3D platforming adventure, provides longtime video game fans with a fresh round of out of this world challenges. So there you go.
AG, have you played the Super Mario Brothers 3D World?
Yes, I have played it.
That is tough. That is
hard.
It is.
It's tough.
The depth perception is just not there for me.
Yes, that happened to me. Okay, look at it. Last year when we moved here to Houston, me and my wife, one night I got the Nintendo Switch out, hooked it up to the TV. I said, babe, let's play Super Mario Brothers 3D. And with the depth perception, I didn't know her, we're running around with the characters. I was Mario, she was Luigi. And I actually hit a button, didn't know that it's a button that you can pick the people up and throw them. I picked her up and threw her off the edge of the mountain. And she's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, what? I didn't know I did.
Here's the deal. My girlfriend and I don't fight often, but man,
when there's down to Mario Brothers, I was about to get punched in the face.
That's the most animated I've seen my girlfriend was when I threw her off the side of the mountain.
Right. Hey, my wife, she's like, you're doing this
3D.
On purpose.
Yeah.
You know I don't like playing video games. You're just trying to make it hard on me. I'm like, no, I'm not. I did not know that the B button picks the person up next to me and throws them. I did not.
But now that I do know, here, let's try it again. Let's see if it works every single time.
See, there you're going to get in trouble, Nick. You're going to get in trouble.
Anyway, we do have a guest coming up that we should probably get to really quickly.
Yes, BBQ analysts appreciate it. Barbecue analysts got a good point talking about the basements. Throw a bomb in that cellar right now. Get rid of all those spiders and bugs.
Spiders, man.
Yes, you get rid of those spiders and bugs. You're ready to get in. Barbecue analyst, you're spot on, man. Get those basements cleaned out if you need to. Get rid of all the insects you don't want down there if you have to be down there. So heaven forbid that doesn't happen. Folks, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with our guest. It's The Drive. It's Thursday morning. It's The Ticket.
I'm Dave Austed.
And I'm Ryan Austed. Every golfer will get value from being custom fit. The truth is, the higher handicappers will get more value from being custom fit than the low handicappers.
It's changed so much since my dad started the business in 1963. We now have hundreds of thousands of dollars in technology, and we know exactly what the spin rate is, what the launch angle is. We encourage you to bring your current clubs in now, and we can compare it. And guys walk out of the store knowing that the purchase they just made is going to give them 21 more yards off the tee box. Play better, have fun, and shop Austed's.
If you've been putting off your health, what are you waiting for? The Summer 10-Week Challenge at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping is exactly what you need to kickstart your wellness. Farrell's gives you all the tools, coaching, support, and accountability you need to be successful. The 10-Week Challenge begins on June 8th, and monthly payments are now available. Head to fxblincoln.com for all the details. Stop taking your health for granted and get started with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's truck month at Koppel, and we want to sell them all.
Choose between 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list price. Yes, you heard right. That's 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list on select new GMC and Chevrolet inventory. So please make that money-saving drive to Coppell and Louisville or check us out online at coppellcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Play ball! Summertime is here, and so is another action-packed baseball season with the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Bring your whole crew to Haymarket Park to experience the magic under the lights and the thrill of the game. Enjoy daily specials like Wiener Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, and Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts. Don't miss out on the excitement.
Strike three, you're out.
Visit saltdogs.com to see this week's promotions and secure your tickets to unleash the fun.
Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour, every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Old School with DP and J.
Very small percentage of players, coaches, administrators thinking like, I'm planting my flag here. Nick Saban's run probably won't happen. It takes a very unique person and personality to be comfortable where you are, be strong enough to push to get what you need, and then also be very strong enough in a player's standpoint to advocate for yourself at the right time.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick, I just want to say, put this out there real fast. The way that you work that board is really impressive. We
don't need to talk about this.
AG, I'm just watching him work this board. His fingers moving over here. He's got the head bumping over there. Then he's clicking buttons. It's like he's flying a fighter ship or something like that. Nick, I just want to give you kudos.
Well,
man.
thank you, AG. It helps, after being here a couple of years. It's innate nature. But appreciate that, AD.
I like the way you move. I like the way you move.
All right, we gotta act mature. We got guests. We have guests.
I gotta act mature. I like
AG, I'm talking about the way he moves. I need to cut that out. We're here to talk about good stuff. Folks, we have Cedars in the house, and Cedars has been around since 1947. And just for the notes, it's been for kids who have no other safe place to go. They believe in every kid, and they help them with safety, stability they deserve. And folks, let you know, Give to Lincoln is next Thursday. And in the house, we have right now, very good friend of ours, very good friend of mine, known her for a long time, Adriana Pope. Adrian, good morning to you.
Good to see you.
Absolutely good to see you, too. We got Kristen in the house. Kristen, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
She's like, and you did say hello. I told you I was going to be off to the side.
I stayed away from the mic, and I have to sit up now.
Yes, Kristen.
I should have known.
That's
happened
right.
to me last year.
Absolutely. You know what's going to happen? There's no sidelines here. I spent a career in the sideline. It's not fun, okay?
He's done with those.
I did too.
Yeah, let's get involved in the game. Then we have Tina as well. Tina, good morning.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here. And like I said, you guys, Nick saying it right there. Of course, I told you we have Ahman Green there on the stream. He's just laughing right now. You can see in the video right there. He's just laughing. Adriana, you've been with Cedars. This is your second go around with them again. Why did you come back?
Ooh, I knew you were coming with a why question. That's
yes.
the thing. Well, I had to align my values with what I do every day. And, giving back and knowing that the work that's being done is really making an impact on the lives of the children and the families that we get to serve every day at Cedars. So saw the opportunity to come back, and I'm like, this is it. This is where I know I can be of value.
So living in Las Vegas didn't line up with your values? Come on here.
I mean, listen, there's a lot of work that needs to be done in Las Vegas. Thank God that Cedars is already established here. So.
You're like, I'm out. What does a day look like for you? You're director of development, correct? What does a day look like? And Mom's going to have some questions for y'all too, so don't believe that. He has some good ones. What does a day look like for you as a director of development? And right now, being to where everyone in the city is Give to Lincoln next month, next week, to where everyone's going to be asking for a contribution, going to be asking for an investment. And I hate, folks, I hate when I hear the word donation. Nothing wrong with it. But when I hear donation, it's like I'm giving you a kidney. I'm not going to see it again. When I hear I'm giving you an investment or I'm giving you a contribution, an investment, you look at it in financial terms, there's going to be an ROI. And it's these kids, it's their lifestyles, they're changing family trees to see a return on that investment. What's a typical day for you?
Well, for me, essentially my job is to help, match, I guess, essentially the community's vision for their philanthropic goals. And you talk about it not being just a transaction or an exchange, but truly an impact. And luckily, I work for Cedars, and I've been able to see the impact essentially just moved through our mission every day. There are definitely defining moments that happen in the lives of the youth that we serve. And a lot of it is because of our community. Our community has rallied around Cedars since 1947. So we wouldn't be able to do the good work without the support of the community. So 1947 is when we started, when we were founded. There was a couple who took in a kiddo.
Had a heart.
They had a heart, and the city and the community recognized that, and they believed in their vision for a better future for the kids in our community. And so the community came around, brought in the money that needed to be brought in to be able to create a space of security and safety. The space is one thing, but the people that work in the space is also very important. They're creating those moments that are a lot of the kids that we work with don't have the normalcy, those pivotal moments. I don't know. I think about the other day we had some youth who are staying in our shelter, outside playing basketball. It was a beautiful day, thank goodness, because if
Right.
it's not beautiful, they don't have a place to go.
Right.
Which we'll talk about that in a little bit. Not for long, but typically we serve youth in the shelter, so they come and they stay at Cedars. This little kiddo, they're around teens, but he's a younger kid, and he was out there shooting hoops. Clearly had not ever had an experience to know how to hold a basketball the right way. And two of our older youth came over to him, and you could see them, letting him know, like, here's where your hand is, here's where the follow through, what that looks like. And I sat there and I thought to myself, like, that's a pivotal moment in life. It's a little seed of hope, little seed of normalcy. I remember when my dad, where I was when he taught me how to shoot a basketball.
Right.
The kids that we work with, it's on our campus. Those moments happen every single day. And so, the focus of this Give to Lincoln Day, we are going to be raising funds to create an indoor activity center for the youth.
Awesome.
So as of right now, the youth who stay with us only have, if it's not nice out, any opportunity to do large movements, shoot hoops, things of that. It's in our commons area, which this will give you an idea of how big that space is. I was walking through with our president, Jim Blue, the other day, and there was a Foursquare, like a Foursquare court, like how big that is.
Yeah.
Not very big. It was taped in the commons area for the youth to play on there. And that's all the space they really have right now. So we have a vision of what we want to be doing with that. So where the focus is going to be this year.
AG, what you got, my man?
Yeah, I know Cedars has been doing this for years now. I remember last year too had a big fundraiser that we're a part of. We're out at I believe the golf course. We did an all-day stream out there. So how has Cedars benefited to give to Lincoln Day in the past years from the event happening?
Yeah, so last year was a huge success for us. We raised the most amount of money we ever have in years past. And so last year, all funds that were raised went directly to a program called Carriage House. It is a very unique program, and it's something it just shows Cedars is very prescriptive on what we do when it comes to seeing that there's a need in the community, and then finding a creative solution to match that. So Carriage House is intended for teens who are either pregnant or parenting and they're experiencing homelessness. So it is essentially just a kind of a boot camp for intensive wraparound support to help ensure that the teens have the knowledge, tools, and skills necessary to be able to go into the community and live maybe within our scattered site apartments, or if going back home into their family is a safe option for them now, they can, but at least they have, essentially 3 months of that where they're living on their own, but it is on our campus. And it's, my gosh, the funds raised just a year ago and it's almost done. So when you guys are out on site next week, you'll be able to see truly that the impact in action, and it's fantastic.
Christine, I'm asking you, what is your role at Cedars, and why do you stay at Cedars? And Tina, you'd be on deck because I got more questions for you.
Yeah. Well, I just have to say, before I get into that, I'm so excited for Adrienne to be back. Nobody has a heart for the work that we do like Adrienne, and
you bet.
Maybe you all know that she is a cheerleader, but she is now a cheerleader for Cedars, and we're so glad to have her back on the team. But I am doing communications for Cedars, and I've been at Cedars for almost 13 years. A couple of weeks, it'll be 13 years. And
oh, wow.
Yeah. This kind of work was never really in my life plans. It kind of found me, and I love what I do. I love that the work that my team and I get to do is serving such an important mission in our community. So
I love it.
It's a great place.
13 years. Tina, how about you? How long?
I've been at Cedars 31 years.
Pardon me?
31 years.
I beg your pardon. 31. You've seen amazing growth.
I've seen amazing growth. This was my first professional job out of college. Had no intention to stay this long. Really didn't even know the impact that Cedars has on kids and families. Once I understood that, my why became deeper.
Love it.
And I was all in. I am fortunate enough to get to work with the employees every day, who are really the backbone of everything we do. Without great staff, we don't have great successes. So my job is to support the employees and help them understand their role. We really feel like if staff are trained well, engaged, and supported, it has a direct correlation to kids' success stories.
Right.
So my job is to help our staff do the critical work that they do, because without them, we wouldn't be here.
Tina, I'm going to tell you this, being one of the longtime teammates there, 31 years, you've seen a lot of demographics change in society as well.
Yes.
And unfortunate changes as far as that goes.
Yes.
I'm asking, I want you all to answer this in your own way. When you think about the dynamics of families right now, their lack thereof, how important is it to have a place like Cedars to go? And then with part two is this. Explain to people the homelessness situation in Lincoln, Nebraska, and surrounding areas, because it's something a lot of people don't see. So in 31 years, I guess answer it the way I said. Answer however you want to answer it, basically.
I feel like that's a really big question.
Yeah.
In 31 years, there's a lot that has changed.
Which stands out the most?
For me, I really see how much the workforce has changed.
Mm-hmm.
We really have to look for the employees who are there for the right reasons, because these are not high-paying jobs. They are oftentimes thankless jobs. But there are people out there who are really born to do this work and are committed to doing this work. And those are the folks that we have to find, because we can't match a staff person who isn't in it for the right reason with a child who's looking for those moments of normalcy, stability, give me a seed of hope. And so for me, it's about finding the right employees to put in these positions so that the critical work gets done. I think the family dynamics do look different, but the needs are still the same. They're still looking for the same things. Homelessness is a huge problem that I don't think people understand is in Lincoln. We serve a lot of homeless youth, and their stories are really sad, and they're the ones that really need the hope the most. And so we really try and rally around that population.
Kristen, the new facilities, your living quarters, because they made some additions to those. How critical has that been for you guys' mission?
Yeah, absolutely.
And how many are in there at a time?
Yep. So we actually expanded our emergency shelter, which is the only one in our area for kids. We expanded that right at when COVID started.
Wow.
We knew there was a need, and that was, it was kind of part of our plans, but those plans went a lot faster once COVID started. And so we can serve up to, I believe it's 20 youth in our emergency shelter, and there is a wait list, and there are kids waiting to get into our shelter. I will say to this carriage house that you all helped us raise money for last year, we can serve about, I think it's up to 24 kids every year in that service as well. And we know that there's a wait list for that service as well. So there is not, we will not have a hard time filling either one of those spaces with kids who really need it. You asked about, how the needs have changed over the last 70 some years that Cedars has been around. I just want to say too, I think, a lot of people have misconceptions about, the kids and the families that we serve.
Right.
Almost every single parent out there wants to be a great parent. They want to do right by their kids. There's poverty of resources is the biggest thing. We serve about 1,000 kids every day.
Goodness gracious.
300 of those kids are living in a Cedars supported place. So they're in an emergency shelter. They're in one of our scattered site apartments, or they're in a Cedars supported foster home. But the rest of those kids, about 700 kids, are being served in their homes. So we're wrapping services around those families to help get them stronger, get them the resources that they need, connect them to the places they need to be connected to so they can stay together. So, I think there's always been a need for a place like Cedars, and there will always be a need for a place like Cedars. The difficulties that families encounter, whether that's, pandemic related, it's a poverty of resources, or other, dynamics that are happening within the family. I think those things change, but the need continues.
Adrian, you're sharing the vision every day, with someone in some shape or form. Why is it easy for you to share a mission of something that's so difficult when you see some of these kids that come in? And it bothers me when people say at-risk kids. Every kid, I don't care what socioeconomic status, every kid's at risk. You see issues at every high school in this city, regardless of socioeconomic status. So you see that. Why is it easy for you to share the mission of Cedars?
Well, I think it comes down to the responsiveness. I know that at Cedars we respond when we see the need, and we're able to pivot because we have 17 different programs within the array of programs that we offer, youth in the community, families, kiddos, like young ones. So for me, I mean, my why has always been, I'm from a small community. I grew up out in Grant, Nebraska.
Yeah, big town, Grant.
Big
G-Money.
town, yeah, exactly. And so being raised in a small community, the community stands up and rallies around one another. And even though, Lincoln is significantly larger, I do see the same tenor just throughout the community of, okay, we have a need, we see it. Nonprofits such as Cedars create the solution, and then the community rallies around to ensure that that continues to move forward well into the future. I do want to come back to kind of the why to give to Cedars, as I think about, like, we've been around since 1947. That's 75 years. The community members at that time gave, and the legacy continues, and that's what we intend to do. The porch that you'll be sitting on Give to Lincoln Day, that wasn't a thing without the community rallying around, and we're still utilizing that facility today for the greater good. And
I love it. AG, another before we roll out, man.
Yeah. You mentioned, you kind of said it real quick. You got 17 programs. Can you talk about a few of them that we may not have mentioned here on the show?
Yeah, so I do want to at least highlight our independent living programs, because those are scattered site apartments where Cedars holds the lease to those. And those are where youth who maybe are at our emergency shelter, maybe they're aging out of foster care, coming, off the street with our street outreach programs, or within the carriage houses, we're doing that. There's a short-term stay with the hope that they'll then go to one of our scattered site apartments. This is independent living intended for them to, move on to life and be a, active participant in the community, but we're wrapping the supports around them. So they're not doing it alone.
Right.
They have a family resource partner with them, assigned to them, helping ensure that they're meeting their needs. The other thing is the Lincoln community is full of amazing nonprofits who work together in collaboration. I think it's a unique situation that we're in, where we're not siloed in our efforts, but truly each nonprofit is working hand in hand to ensure that the families and the kids that we work with get the resources they need.
With 17 programs that are all doing great things. Awesome. I want to say this to you real fast, ladies. Thank you for what you do. Tina, Kristen, AP, we can't say it enough. If someone wants to contribute, obviously we'll be right there from the station Thursday. But if someone wants to get to Jumpstart, how do they make that contribution?
I appreciate you saying Jumpstart, because you are able to give to Lincoln Day now. Give to Lincoln Day is, wouldn't be a thing without the Lincoln Community Foundation. They are who put it on. If you go to givetolincolnday.com, that's the landing page. You have your opportunity to take a look at the different, nonprofits that are participating, Cedars being one of those. So you can also give multiple places, but online, great way. If you do want to drop off checks or cash or whatnot, you can to Cedars, and then Give to Lincoln Day to swing by, because we are going to have just an amazing day planned out. We have food trucks. So in the morning, New Day coffee. So come out and buy a cup of coffee, and then, just hang out, and then donate a little money. You can also see the carriage house, which is great.
We're a big fan of drive-by donations or drive-by contributions as well. Investments, as you said. David already said
David from Renew.
He's gonna do a drive-by. So
it was time for another, and we're gonna emphasize time for drive-by donation that he mentioned.
Yes.
He's just not going to do a drive-by for Evan Bed. We don't want that, but
we know
that. We an important word.
David, want to make sure. Then people are like, I'm not going to see if they're getting drive-bys by there. For Heaven's sakes, boys in the hood over there.
We are a beacon of hope.
Yes. They are a beacon of hope, and Cedars has done a tremendous job. And Tina, I think it was last year that you gave me and Raff a little tour to that back part to show us where things are being built. That huge walkway and all the green grass.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful back there. When you're just going down Pioneers, you can't see really what's back there. Slow down, stop by, and pull in. Have a cup of coffee. Meet some of their teammates. see it firsthand, the work they're doing. You'll see the return on your investment. AP, Tina, Chris, I can't thank you all enough. Give to Lincoln Day is next Thursday. We'll be live, in fact, from the front porch, as we mentioned, at Cedars next week. So, again, come see us. Folks, we'll be right back. You got AG holding down in Houston. We got the team from Cedars here at the Metro Radio Station as well. We'll be right back. It's The Drive.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Play ball!
Summertime is here, and so is another action-packed baseball season with the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Bring your whole crew to Haymarket Park to experience the magic under the lights and the thrill of the game. Enjoy daily specials like Wiener Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, and Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts. Don't miss out on the excitement.
Strike three, you're out!
Visit saltdogs.com to see this week's promotions and secure your tickets to unleash the fun.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be breezy too, with an afternoon high around 82. Tonight, showers and storms are likely, some of which could be severe. See a low around 57. And tomorrow, showers and storms possible in the morning, mainly sunny and breezy, the high around 72. Meteorologist Kyle Cluck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Join us this Friday, May 24th for Old School, live from 4 to 6 p.m. for the brand new rooftop at Beer House at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. We're helping unveil their new 40 Torches beer in honor of the 40th year of the Cornhusker State Games. Don't miss it. Old School, this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Beer House.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Tito's on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try their brand new cake batter cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink with a variety of flavors and carrot cake muffins with cream cheese frosting. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Spring is here and it's time to wake up Judson. Judson Irrigation is eager and ready to get your sprinkler system up and running for the season. Judson's technicians will check for winter damage, adjust your sprinkler heads, and show you how to set your controller for effective sprinkling coverage. The Judson Irrigation team is here for you. Stay safe.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
The Cowboy Mounted Shooting Association National Championship is in Lincoln at the Sand Hills Global Center this Thursday through Sunday. Come see cowboys and cowgirls go for the national championships riding fast horses and shooting pistols. The event is free to the public, so come on out and watch the Cowboys and Cowgirls May 23rd through the 25th, with the showcase event starting at 7 o'clock Thursday evening and Friday evening at the Sand Hills Global Center at 84th and Haviland.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk about versatility today. Unlike flowers that wither and die or chocolates that disappear in a heartbeat, jewelry is the solid move here, guys. Yes, she will cherish it, but more important than anything, she will brag about it and brag about you. And that's what it's all about. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Join us this Friday, May 24th for Old School, live from 4 to 6 p.m. for the brand new rooftop at Beer House at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. We're helping unveil their new 40 Torches beer in honor of the 40th year of the Cornhusker State Games. Don't miss it. Old School, this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Beer House.
Join us each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon for Youth Football 101 with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves of 7-on-7 football. The future of the sport depends on the foundation set at a young age. Hear those stories and more each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this beautiful Thursday morning. I want to thank Cedars again, Tina, Kristen, and Adriana Pope for coming in and talking about all the great things that Cedars has been doing for 70 plus years since 1947, right there on Pioneers, right just shy of 70th actually in Pioneers. What they do there across the street from the golf course here at Holmes Lake. AG, they just do great work, man. We just always enjoy teaming up with them, brother.
Yeah, I love the outreach, because that's something that ever since I was a kid, I grew up in the YMCAs and the Boys and Girls Club, and having programs like that reach out to the community, give kids an opportunity to say, hey, you got support here, and you're able to do this from the support. You can do this on your own once you learn the skills and have the attitude and develop the attitude to make sure you can make it, and just have the confidence within yourself. So programs like Cedars, programs like Teammates that are around Nebraska and the outlying cities is a fabulous program for young people to have that resource to go to. And for the homeless situation too, ever since I've been back for the last 2 years, it's just, for me, going home, I'm on West O. I'm right off of West O, and I see a lot of people just sitting around that bridge area, and it's very unfortunate. I know sometimes I've just stopped and just talked to people just to see if I could brighten their day up and make their situation a little better, or anything, just having a conversation. Because sometimes you just give people the time of day, say, hey, how you doing? People get surprised, like, man, this person asked me how I'm doing, Right. So this when you come across those folks, just know that, hey, whatever situation they was in, got them there, they're human, they're not perfect. Just make sure you try to give them a little piece of your good day if you're having one.
Absolutely. I'm going to say this real quick before we dive into something else. Mavericks, of course, knocked off the Timberwolves last night, 108-105. And we're going to talk more about this tomorrow too, AG, because we'll have more time to dive into that, as well as the game that's being played tonight. But we'll discuss more of the Mavericks, Timberwolves. Kyrie Irving had a thriller night. So did Luka put in work as well last night. They had Ant-Man exhausted.
Yeah.
Exhausted.
He had a double-double, but it was a hard double-double.
Yeah, it was. It was a very hard double-double. So the Mavericks ended up knocking off the Timberwolves last night, 108-105 at the Target Center. One I wanted to get into before it got too far out in the week, which I know they've discussed in other shows before. We got John Squire in the house. John, what's happening, my man?
There he is.
There he is.
Get
my
on the
man,
mic.
John Squire.
Get on the mic, John.
Get on the mic, Johnny.
There he is.
There we go.
I just came in here to say hi to my buddies, and now here I am in front of a mic.
Yep. John Squires is, of course, as you know, is the father of the Nebraska softball standout, Abby Squire. And John is also my neighbor. Me and John go back since literally junior high school. I mean, we go back since junior high. And I love this dude like a brother. Him and his whole family are just great people. John, AG, Nick, I'm going to ask you this. I know this has been talked about ad nauseum this week. John, as a former high school coach, AG as a former high school baller, Nick as well. What do you guys think of the Friday night game against Illinois Memorial Stadium? Do you like it? Because it doesn't matter if we like it or not, but I just want to get you guys' opinions on it. AG, I'm going to start with you. What do you think of the Friday night game? Does it mess around with high school football? Obviously, the TV networks, you don't have much of a choice if you're this university. AG, what do you think of the Friday night game?
Friday night football or with Friday night baseball? What are we talking about here?
Football, because Nebraska is going to play Illinois, because they announced that earlier this week. Okay. Nebraska will play their first Friday night home game against Illinois at Memorial Stadium this year.
I would say a couple of things here. It's going to be two fans, right? It's going to be the fans that have kids that are playing on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll have the fans that have kind of both. Like they're fans, they're super hardcore Husker fans, but also got the kids playing Friday night. So having those two situations is more like, okay, what time, does either game kick off, right? We know most likely that Husker game is going to kick off around 6 or 7 p.m. So if it's a 6 o'clock kickoff, then it'll be a little bit not, I say, interacting with the high school game other than once the high school game starts. So you just got to make a decision. If it's a family thing, I know if my son playing football, I'm going to his game first, and then I'll catch the rest of the Husker game after that his high school game is done. That's a no-brainer for me. For any family and friends playing, I'm going to their game first, and then I'll catch the rest either in person at Memorial Stadium or Memorial Field, Tom Osborne Field, excuse me, or watch it on the TV when I get home.
Another factor that played into this was the Big Ten allows each school to dictate when they play on homecoming. So that prevents those games from being picked up as a part of a Friday night package. So the schools don't have to worry about a Friday night game. John, what do you think of it, man?
I don't think it'll impact the Lincoln and Omaha schools quite as much as it will
rural.
The teams out west, Ord, Nebraska and Valentine and some of those places that people make a weekend trip here to see the Huskers play.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And that's going to be a lot more difficult because, as you know, on Friday nights, those towns shut down and everything happens at the football game if they have a home game, which is awesome. So I think that's probably how it'll break down. In the day and age of cell phones and iPads and everything else, heck, I'll probably watch both. I'll probably be in there.
Exactly. I'll probably do that as well.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
So that's kind of how I feel about it. Philosophically, I've always felt like Friday nights belong to the high schools, Saturday afternoons and evenings belong to the colleges, and Sundays obviously have been belong to the NFL. But the TVs they write fat checks, so
yeah, they do. Man.
That's exactly what I was just gonna say. Is in the end of it all, the Big Ten just announced in 2023 that they paid out about $60 million per school. So here's the deal. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enjoyable to have a Friday game. But also, I was looking at it as, man, Saturday from our standpoint,
got the whole next day to watch.
Next day to watch football. I'm like, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be awesome. Now, granted, right, not great for high schools, but in the end, all be all. Look at the teams that aren't playing on Fridays. It's Ohio State, Michigan, those types of schools. Well, you know what? If you don't want to play on Friday, start winning. And I hate that's like always the universal answer.
It is though,
but it is. And so we'll see what happens this year. And at least it's a home game. Like there's going to be people that still get to go out and watch it, and we'll see how that stadium looks on a Friday night. I would be interested. Here's the thing. I'll be interested, guys, to see how the student section is on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Because on Saturdays there's always a little bit of a drought from Friday night. People leave early at times, right? People show up late. maybe Friday night.
They're gonna be primed and ready.
Let's get the party started at Memorial Stadium,
Yeah.
and then Friday night that outside's gonna be nice. It's still early enough in the year where it's September 20th, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be nice and warm still. It's gonna be an opportunity to maybe create an electric atmosphere against a not exceptional opponent in Illinois.
I look at Hizzleberry, what's happening, man? He says start the season a week early and give the whole state a bye week.
All I'm saying is I'm going to look up. I mean, here's the thing. We got to look up, all right, what college games around the country are being played on September 21st? Because guess what? We get to watch all of them.
That's right.
We get to watch all of them.
One of the only thing, I can't say the only thing, because you obviously look at high school games that, people haven't made a decision with that. But it's not, I would think for a recruiting weekend, it's not going to be a very big recruiting weekend. You know what I'm saying? Because you got players who will be playing on Friday night.
I was just going to mention that. I'd really like to hear what the Husker coaches think about that, because to me, it appears that that's a lost recruiting weekend.
I think it is, man. Unless some of those kids happen to have a Thursday night game or something of that nature. There's not. I'd be surprised if there were a lot of recruits from out of state at that game, unless they're not playing that weekend.
I'll be honest, guys, is that this Nebraska staff doesn't necessarily do official visits during the season. A lot of it's unofficial, right? Now there's a give and take, like Brandon Baker was one of them. Yeah. But a lot of their big official visit weekends take place in March and April, right? And on the spring game. So while, it takes away a recruiting weekend, for the people that do have a Thursday night game or even have a high school bye week that day, well, maybe we'll see them out there as an unofficial visitor, right? It's going to not have as much local flavor, right? Because a lot of times on Saturdays, you'll just have local high school guys on unofficial visits come on down, watch the game, stuff like that. But ultimately enough, a lot of Nebraska's official visits under this staff have taken place in the spring because they like to have their class kind of on lock before the high school season even starts.
Yeah. Nick, the other thing that might happen is they might open up their doors to all the Nebraska high school kids on Saturday and say, hey, come on down. There's not a game, but you can get to know us. You can see everything.
That's a good point.
We can spend all day with you. You can meet the players. So I'm sure they're creative. Their recruiting machine down there they're doing a great job. So I'm sure they'll figure it out.
There's ways to capitalize on it for sure.
100%.
There you go, for sure.
Folks, we're going to take a quick break. We have our last segment. We got the spillover coming with the black shirt. On this beautiful Thursday morning, we got John Squires in the house once again. Father, Nebraska softball standout, Abby Squire, and my neighbor.
Yeah.
Won't you be my neighbor?
Yeah.
We'll be right back, folks. It's Thursday.
We need to learn how AD is as a neighbor etiquette.
Oh, he's the best.
No, come on. We'll have the real response coming up after that.
Where'd John go?
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk about versatility today. Unlike flowers that wither and die or chocolates that disappear in a heartbeat, jewelry is the solid move here, guys. Yes, she will cherish it, but more important than anything, she will brag about it and brag about you. And that's what it's all about. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
You know that dollar bill you've got stuffed in your wallet, purse, or pocket? Give it a little respect, because it could win you millions. Lotto America from the Nebraska Lottery is here, and it only costs $1 to play. It has a $2 million starting jackpot with drawings every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. What's more, you can add the All-Star bonus for an additional $1 to multiply any prize won. So unwrinkle that dollar bill in your glove box and play today. Lotto America top prize odds 1 in 26 million.
Join us this Friday, May 24th for Old School, live from 4 to 6 p.m. for the brand new rooftop at Beer House at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. We're helping unveil their new 40 Torches beer in honor of the 40th year of the Cornhusker State Games. Don't miss it. Old School, this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Beer House.
Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
If you've been putting off your health, what are you waiting for? The summer 10-week challenge at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping is exactly what you need to kickstart your wellness. Farrell's gives you all the tools, coaching, support, and accountability you need to be successful. The 10-week challenge begins on June 8th, and monthly payments are now available. Head to fxblincoln.com for all the details. Stop taking your health for granted and get started with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk about versatility today. Unlike flowers that wither and die or chocolates that disappear in a heartbeat, jewelry is the solid move here, guys. Yes, she will cherish it, but more important than anything, she will brag about it and brag about you. And that's what it's all about. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
The Cowboy Mounted Shooting Association National Championship is in Lincoln at the Sand Hills Global Center this Thursday through Sunday. Come see cowboys and cowgirls go for the national championships riding fast horses and shooting pistols. The event is free to the public, so come on out and watch the cowboys and cowgirls May 23rd through the 25th, with the showcase event starting at 7 o'clock Thursday evening and Friday evening at the Sand Hills Global Center at 84th and Havelock. Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Far too many kids in our community face extreme challenges due to homelessness, abuse, and neglect. Despite the troubles these kids face, we believe in them. Believe in giving them the safety and stability they deserve. Your gift on Give to Lincoln Day will help us provide services to meet kids where they're at, while also showing them how far they can go. Please make your gift to Cedars on Give to Lincoln Day.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
School tells you all about the 4 seasons: spring, summer, and so on. And then there's a way we really tell what time of year it is. Sports seasons, football season, baseball season, or even off season. Well, what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now, of course. And now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated. It's time for the chocolate season, y'all. 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead at thechocolatseason.com. See you there.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we're back on this beautiful Thursday morning. Sun is shining down here at O Street. Got AG holding it down at H-Town. We got Squire here as well. Nuclear Nick was not Nuclear Nick today. He was Nice Nick.
Yeah, Raff's not here. Hey, Raff just brings the negative feelings out. He's on his way to Cabo. If you want to, I'm sure he'll post a lot of pictures.
I already has.
He's already posted about 20 from the airport. So make sure you don't have to follow him on Twitter. You can just look him up on Twitter. Hey, Jay got a fresh cut though.
Yeah, Foreman got a nice cut in there, man.
Jay got a little shorter than usual, but Jay got a fresh cut. a little shorter than normal. Anyway, okay. So AD, you did not get to hear the story. John, I want you to tell that story of with AG because now AG can hear us. Obviously,
yeah, awesome. Okay, I'm kind of looking back at him, but
he can see you.
I hear you. I hear you.
Here is my all-time favorite sports memory as a fan. All right, so you were playing at Nebraska. I had secured a ticket for the CU game out at Boulder, and from my aunt and uncle who live in Colorado. Well, I went to my seat, and it was smack dab in the middle of the CU span section, student
brutal.
section, at the would have been the south end zone.
Okay.
Right? You with me? So I'm all decked out in my Husker gear, and I'm having a great time, but I'm taking some abuse.
Yes.
And the first play, you bring it right, and you're running literally right at me. I'm standing up, everybody else is sitting down, and I've got my arms up, and I just wanted you to jump in my lap, buddy.
Hey, that was a long hill. Hey, that
was the greatest moment ever for me.
You're welcome. And that Colorado end zone hill, if you remember, that was a nice little hill. That was a nice little jaunt up there. I don't know. Being a freshman, I would have been so scared to jump in the stands and have Coach Osborne be like, "You're done for the game." We don't do that here. I wanted to because I was like running up and I was like, I saw how far I was going, and I did that little quick right hand turn and came right back down and got a hug from Tommy on the play there. But no, it was in my head to do that because it was the first play of the game. You know, it's my freshman year, and I'm like, this would be so fly to jump in the stands. And I'm like, I could hear Coach Osborne in my head, like, Ahman, we don't do that here. We give the ball to the referees and we run back to the sideline. So that's what I did.
Well, John Squire about jumped in your lap. So that day, and let me tell you, on my way out, after that play, I was soaking wet with beer. I got more beers thrown at me.
Hey, the CU fans are rough, man.
Yeah, they are.
Rough. I remember because our seats, we had no space. AD, if you remember that sideline, we had 6 feet of space throughout the whole sidelines from the sideline to the wall. Maybe 6 feet, maybe 8 feet. I might be exaggerating with 6 feet, but like 8 feet, which ain't much for a whole football team.
You
for
can
a whole
hear
50 yards of sidelines. You don't have that much space over there.
And keep your helmet on. We are keep your helmet on.
I learned that right away. I remember, I think it was Clinton. Clinton, when I came to the sidelines after warm-ups, he said, "AG, leave your helmet on." He said, "Don't take it off for no reason. You know, it gets hot out here." I'm like, "Leave it on." And I looked back behind me and I said, "Oh, okay." He said, "Yeah."
Well, you beat the brakes off those jokers that day, and it was fun. And you know what? It's gonna happen this year.
Yes, indeed.
How about that?
Yes, indeed.
All right, AD, let's get us with an attitude adjustment
folks,
here.
AD attitude adjustment today that I have for you, sponsored by Integrated Life Choices. IRC is always hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska. Full-time, part-time days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and help them to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at ilc.net/careers. I love this quote here. It says, "You don't have to be positive all the time. It's perfectly okay to feel sad, angry, annoyed, frustrated, scared, and anxious. Having feelings doesn't make you a negative person. It makes you human." So, folks, there's going to be some days where you don't got much in the tank. Some days your 20% is your 100%. Some days you got 5% in the tank, but the key thing is to keep going. Pause when you need to, pray when you need to, but get back up and keep rolling. Having emotions makes you a human being. Hey, any last words from H-Town, man?
Hey, man, what you just said, it brings a big point home for everybody out there that, like I mentioned earlier, if you're having you never know when somebody's having a bad day. If you don't know them, you see their face, you can't see their expressions, you can't read them. you only know that with family and close friends. And so for that day, for that moment, what AD just said that goes home is you never know.
Never know, man.
All right, AD, we got about 25 seconds. Show it by quick. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow we're going to discuss that big money deal that happened in the Big Ten. We're going to talk about us more. We're going to elaborate NBA action, of course. We'll talk some Big Ten baseball, of course, find out what today's happenings and results turn out to, but it's going to be a great, fun day Friday.
We might laugh a time or two.
We're going to laugh a time or two for
All right,
sure.
5 seconds.
Gotta laugh.
It's The Drive, 9.7 a ticket. Thanks for riding with us. As Raff would say, be nice.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced